Hello everyone and welcome back to Telione Season 2, Episode 83. In the last episode, we had finished off the combat against the Allflame Ignis Volteri within the Plane of Fire. Our heroes went through several more rounds of combat, a dragon approaching, releasing Navita and Kodaji, and ultimately having all of the fire elementals kind of pulled into the volcano in this surreal liminal space that may or may not be known at the moment, where a table had this viewing portal almost to a different plane of existence, which we may learn of at some point. I know it. Some people have guessed it, but it has never been said to the characters. But where we had finished off was after the moments of Kai taking out his father, Ignis, standing up to him and earning the name of Allflame from the volcano, his mother. Sprouting a beautiful lotus-esque flower with black, red, orange to yellow in the very center. And basically a resurrection ritual by the group, ending with Giltesh using life transference to give the last 8 of his hit points and beyond to try and empower Kai to return. Giltesh, you send out
Yes.
your magic into this flower right after telling Eleonora to not bring you back. And you feel your proverbial eyes shut for the last time. You just squint a little bit harder as poof, your body hits the ground. You don't know how death feels. Is this what everyone feels? Or is this something different? You've experienced Tiamat many different times. You've experienced the white head in this almost like sandstorm effect. You've experienced the red head just with pure like sadness almost of wanting to be released. You just feel yourself there. Is the only way to explain it. Nothing around, but you are there. Give me a perception check.
Oh, hell. Notorious for the eyeless one. That's gonna be, I believe, a dirty 20.
Nice.
Let me double check.
+4.
Yeah, okay, so then dirt 22.
Ah.
Sorry, it's not loading.
Just being in this space, you attempt to move in the way that you used to, but it doesn't make sense. You feel like you're trying to move an arm, but you feel a gust of wind instead. Very bizarre. You try to put your hand in front of you, and you see nothing. You can still feel what should be bones and sinew and everything, but you see nothing. Not because you're blind. In the far distance, you almost swear you hear crying. From some creature that has to be gargantuan in size.
Can I speak at this time? Like, I'll try to be like, oh, hello?
Oh? Hello?
I can't talk. Oh, who is this?
You feel the void around you almost like condense in. You start to feel pressure on your body parts that aren't actually there. You just feel a presence approaching you. And you see a large serpentine eye staring at you. Oh, what happened?
I fell. I died.
Hmm. You can't lie to your mother.
I died saving someone I care about.
Yes, you did. You always were like that. You always
That's good.
cared for others over yourself. Your friends are so important to you. Huh. More of the figure starts to come into view. You can see the large black scales. You can start to see the full head of this dragon that stands before you.
Oh, that was crazy. My camera fucked up real quick. Uh, uh, yeah, I do care about them a lot, actually. And I'm trying my best to not like, kind of like whenever a child's like being scolded, it's more of just like a head down, like eyes up, like yeah, maybe I did. I don't want to like look at this thing, if possible.
You keep looking down, you see the two giant claws of the feet in front of you as they shrink down and you feel a hand on your shoulder. That's what we're for. That's what the blackheads are always for.
Is I don't know what that means.
Well, I'm the Blackhead of Tiamat, Giltesh.
Oh, I had a feeling. I didn't.
While the
Yeah,
green is meant for envy, the blue is meant for energy, the red has a mix of anger and sadness. We've always been empathy. We've always cared for those around us. They call us the toxic ones because of our breath, but that's never the case.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't want them to lose someone that they've known for so long.
Well, you're here with me now. You can finally come home. You've been
Hmm.
so lost, you've forgotten everything. You ready to learn?
Well, where are we?
You're on your way to either up above or down below. I don't get to make this choice. I'm just here as a watcher. To say I'm proud of you and what you have done. Your
Thank
early
you.
days were just as impressive as your ending days.
Do you know what I did in my early days?
You survived. You made friends. You killed, but that's fairly normal in a world like this. A world full of hatred and the need for power. That's why I'm shattered in so many pieces. Just like you were. Not too dissimilar. Her hand goes from your shoulder to your back and starts ushering you along. I hope you can continue making the right choices wherever you go. If you do go to the Hells, which I wouldn't expect, I hope you can understand what's happening there, because I've been broken off for quite a while.
Is that because of your empathy?
No, because of being stolen from the Hells. They wouldn't. If I'm one of the leaders of the Hells and I'm not there, they have to find my replacement. And who's to say how dangerous that one may be?
I see. Um, do you know? I asked you about my early day, but but you talked about friends that I had, but like I don't remember those friends. have those memories?
Do you wish to remember? Because I can assist with the little energy I have in this moment.
If you don't mind.
You feel the hand on your back start to dig and become bigger, and you see this draconic form appear once more. And looking into her eyes, you can see the desert. You were a kid once. You hatched. You were in a bandit group, basically. Ruthless people, but they took care of you because you were an oddity. To be put on the black market, maybe. To be sold, probably. But you never let that really get you down. These people weren't going to live much longer anyway. You knew this. Their survival skills were never going to outmatch the essence that you had within this desert. Then, the only living black dragon appeared. And as you can guess, it didn't stand much of a chance. But dragons and dragonborns are very closely related in this instance. There's only one of the dragons, only one of the dragonborn. With the connection you two had, you were able to live. Who's to say how this dragon's going to react now that you have died? Who's to say? But you were found. You were found by a lovely elven family. And they kind of held on to you for many, many years. I think you remember them. That was some of your first memories. Being on a caravan of sorts.
Mm.
You could feel the wind going through your scales. Back when you still had eyes even, you could see the dunes and everything. You got to hear Vienna and all the, whatever their last name.
Mulvarian.
Yeah, it was something elvish. I'm used to devils and demons. Because like this is this head of Tiamat just narrating this to you. She watched it all. You have basically been some of the eyes of Tiamat while she's been trapped. They brought you to where you shined best. Carleone. Really the rest is history from there. You did disappear for a short time, and I don't have this recollection. Something stopped me, because you were not where I was expecting you to be.
I think that might. Oh, yeah, the shadow fell. Different plane.
Yes, it's not a domain that I'm used to, so I'm quite shocked that I wasn't prepared for it. You've done great. You've done great things. It'll be some time before a new Black Dragonborn makes an appearance in this world. So, until you have been decided where to go, you want to watch.
If I can. My friends, they're scared of you.
They should be. Absolutely. No one stares in the face of a god or a demigod and lives if they are trying to be on the wrong end of it.
Okay.
That's what I am. I'm a god. I am fallible just as all of you are. But the issue is godhood brings fear to those unaware.
I'd like to watch, if you don't mind.
Then let's see how your friends are doing in these, as your body becomes colder. Which is kind of hard to do where you are right now, but it's fine.
It's only 104 degrees now.
Yes. You're only slightly getting cooked on the inside.
Yeah.
Without blood circulation, you're becoming a souffle.
Oh, delicious.
We go back outside and we watch as the lotus flower becomes revitalized with this necrotic energy sent by Giltesh. You watch as cracks start to form on the obsidian exterior of the vines that make up the main base of this flower. Anyone else want to do anything in these moments?
Real quick, just because I see Giltesh die, I'm gonna reluctantly leave the lava rock lotus that especially now that it's kind of cracking and moving, hoping that Kai is gonna be okay. I'm gonna move to Giltesh's side and cast Gentle Repose in case, once we're out of the fire plane, if Giltesh, wherever he may have ended up, decides that he might want to rescind his request to not be brought back. That gives us time to be able to resurrect him or bring him back.
I believe that gives you 10 days.
That's correct.
Right? The giant red dragon that is there, which was very feral against Ignis, is still kind of hanging on the side of the volcano as watching all of this happen, just the head cocking to each side and just staring. Anyone else?
Like, crying and trying to wipe the tears away as I cast the spell.
Crying, it
They're probably
evaporates.
evaporating.
Yep. Damn right it does.
It immediately
right.
stings.
I'm so sad.
It's great
No
for your
tears.
pores, though. It's great for your pores.
Going back to the super cold Terragorn's gonna be miserable for your skin.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. We're gonna need to moisturize, like, a
Sick
lot.
immediately.
Enos and Wayland, anything? Or are you just kind of sitting there watching?
I'm staring the dragon down as my rage goes away.
Wayland starts, like, gently weeping. Like, not, like, bawling, but just sort of, like, you know, like, snip. Yeah. But he just sort of started, like, you know, tears roll down, but he's keeping his composure. And he pulls out a little black notebook, and he writes a few sentences in it, and snaps it shut back into a jacket pocket. And he's gonna kind of, like, look at Eleanor and the dragon and Enos, and just, like, do a real big, heavy sigh. And just sort of see who moves first, and he will go towards them.
Some of the outside obsidian petals start to fall off, crashing and like shattering upon the ground. And the red becomes more prominent. It almost turns into more of a spherical thing that has a beautiful gradient from red all the way to yellow. As you can see, the very center of it is extremely dark. And you start to notice lines going through this obsidian ball that keep expanding outwards and outwards and outwards. Kai, is there any visual changes to you in this moment?
Yeah, and honestly, how they got brought back definitely changed it. Kai's armor that they were wearing, the Mariner's armor that got touched up and whatever, it definitely is more, it's been kind of embellished by the fire plane, and the armor now is like, it's almost kind of resembling the flora of the fire plane, where it's that like leaf-like embellishments on all of it. And Kai's face still has that obsidian color, and the cracks at this point are now like, they're deeper. all over their face. And you see that now, as they're like stepping out, you see a crown, or more or less a circlet, probably, because like they don't have actual hair, but a circlet going around their hair, and it's made out of dying roses that along the side that are dried up, and with each step out of the out of the lotus, you see that with each step Kai takes, you see plant life under it dies, turns to ash, and immediately bloom with each step. As they are kind of getting their bearings. And it's with each step, Kai is kind of just, after they kind of stumble out of the lotus and just getting their bearings. It's not a graceful emergence. It is very unorganized. It is very clumsy.
Very butterfly of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kodaji and Nabita are in like full bows as they see you. What are Kai's... This is like the deepest question possible. What is Kai's intentions right now?
I think, is this without seeing everything?
Correct.
Or is it just as, okay, without seeing everything
After
that's going
everything
on?
you have just done, what are your intentions?
Kai's intentions are to give choice and autonomy to the people of the fire plane, and making them united instead of forced into these boxes of we need to conquer, we need to take over, we need to be this dominant force. For Kai, it's, I want you to have choice. I want you to be anything you want to be. And realize that, basically take down the indoctrination, Jesus, that word's hard, of Ignis, and kind of create a new path.
As you're stumbling out of the lotus, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna just roll both. Come on. Yeah, no. Okay. We love a -2. We love it. It is a total of, I rolled a 19, -2.
It's theoretically,
17.
I believe, a -1 right now because we haven't updated your stuff.
Okay. Then an 18 then.
While you were stumbling out of the lotus, the dragon gets right behind you. And senses that there is no tyranny in your heart, and decides to leave.
I kind of just watch it fly away. And there is just a moment that Kai is just looking at everyone. Well, that was insane. I gotta tell you all about it. I once at the volcano. I'm just glad that we're all
Why are there two Gilteshes?
I'm just looking at the expression of everyone and just like counting. Where's Giltesh?
He would still be right there because gentle repose is still the same. It has to have a body, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of...
Yeah, Giltesh would be laying there with Eleanor just looking up at you like...
And
Or I guess almost not meeting your eyes because I chose not to bring him back.
yeah, Kai kind of looks over. I immediately runs out of there. Are you in front of him? Are you on the side of him? Where are you placed?
So, like, if Giltesh's body is laid out like this, I'd be kneeling on the side, like, by the abdomen, to do, like, the spell of, like, the rites of, like, the whole components and whatnot.
Eyes like, you see lava pools are trailing down. I've brought people back before. This is easy. This is easy. This is easy. I got it.
Okay.
What?
He said to not bring him back.
How bring him back? He's dead? He's dead. I thought he was just how long has it been? That since his death? Seconds, minutes?
It's probably been close to 10-ish minutes.
You see he kind of is like grabbing onto the diamond. And you see it glow red and like with sheer heat. He kind of just puts it back into the bag. Can I be alone? I'm asking you to leave me alone.
Without a word, I'll just slowly back away, but staying close enough that if Kai were to try to bring him back, that I could intervene. But yeah, I step away and give him some privacy.
I follow her.
If I see that you're like nearby watching, Kai's gonna give you the diamond because in their head they know that it is long gone. And just gives it to you. Kai is just sitting there on his knees. Thank you. I don't know what you did. Put me in a very weird situation. I want to thank you, but also I can't ever forgive you. If I could take it back, I would. I had plans, I had things I wanted to do with you. I wanted to go on another date with you. I wanted life with you. And you robbed that of me. Monty, DM, does Giltesh have the dragon statue on their person?
Ian, do you have the dragon statue?
What dragon statue are we talking about?
For the heist, you got a dragon statue for component for a spell.
Oh, that was to make the sanctuary, I believe. So
Okay.
the statue would be back at your place.
Okay.
In your room.
That
The little,
changes.
the little Giltesh shrine that you have in your room now.
That changes something that Kai was gonna do. Okay.
An interesting note with being this close to the body. You do hear footsteps around you.
Mm-hmm.
And because you have a very high passive perception... 23?! What the hell, Brian?
Yeah, no, Kai's passive is crazy.
The necklace is still moving.
The necklace on him or the necklace
The necklace that had his dragon familiar and everything like that.
Okay. I I go out to touch it. Do I feel anything? Does anything happen?
You feel and see the scales just kind of ripple, because that wasn't really a part of him.
Okay. I I grab it. I just I put it on.
You might be able to put it on like your pinky finger right now, because you're still
Oh,
like,
it's a small one.
you're still like
Yeah,
21
big.
feet tall right
Yeah,
now,
I'm
homie.
21 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my bag then. I put it on my bag. Put it in my bag.
Like, you have the intentions of taking it off the necklace, and it like turns into that pseudo dragon and just kind of sits on your hand. The like almost black and white calico pseudo dragon that isn't really a pseudo dragon.
I upon looking at I turn over to everyone else. Are we taking his body with us? Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't think it can be buried here.
Well, then I cast Gentle Repose. He asked to not be brought back, but I don't know. I guess I figured maybe with my connection with the celestial plane, if something happened and that changed, we'd have time. And I wanted to make sure nothing happened before you got back, and
I
If-
am not upset with. I understand.
I'm so sorry, Kai.
You see that I is trying their best to remain calm because they understand that their emotions are kind of connected with their magic in a way, and it's just very like heavy breathing and weeping, but blank face. I think we've done everything that we can do, and we need to go home before anyone else gets. I thank you.
As you say
Are
thank you. Sorry.
I was gonna say, are you gonna stay that tall?
No,
Because I don't know if we'd be able to get back out the way we came if that's the case.
no, I'll be fine. Yeah.
Feel a hand on your shoulder, Kai. Mr. Allflame? What are we
Yes.
supposed to be doing now? This is Navi.
Yeah. I am going to send my friends home, and I'm going to be there for a day, and then I will come back. There's a serious threat topside that, if it's unchecked, will lead to us, and I need to make sure that that threat is handled first. And I think the best thing for the time being is for the tribes, your tribe, and Kodaji's tribe, to rebuild, tell the story once it's handled, turn, and we will start anew.
You were always ambitious, Allflame. As Navi gives you a big bow, and Kodaji. Will do.
As Kai sees, as is getting this praise, Kai does go up to where both of his friends died and does kind of kneels down and does plant growth. And black lilies kind of emerge from the ground. These like funeral flowers, but fireplane style, emerge from the ground.
Would you want to make
and-
statues with this plant growth of them?
Yes, I would. They would be these black lilies kind of form into the shape of their two fallen friends.
Did 3 of them die? I don't remember.
Those two.
It was 2, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Loboku and Nyalu. That's...
If you need me, I don't doubt that you'll find a way to contact me, and I will talk.
Yes, the Bunari tribe is very resourceful. We will find a replacement for the leader of those 2 tribes.
Thank you, Avi. Truly.
If anyone was going to do it, it was going to be you. At least
Yeah,
I always
I
knew
just-
that.
Yeah, you did. I kind of is doubling down in that. It was like, out of anyone in the fire plane, Avi kind of did support him, even if it was like in secret-ish.
Even the runts
Right.
need to be taken care of.
Yeah. Friends have to look out for you. I'm gonna go. And Kai kind of embraces this new form, and you see his physical body in this wild shape look a lot different. You see, instead of how it's like a transformation, his body immediately poofs into dust, and then from that giant pile of dust, you see a giant eagle phoenix situation of this leviathan giant eagle phoenix grabs onto you all and just flies over to where the tunnel is, the cave system is.
That's cool.
Kodaji's waving his giant hand. I'll rebuild your house.
Just a eagle. As, they just zoom full speed. You see the feathers are just embers trailing off of them, and there's just droplets of lava from their eyes as they're dashing full speed. I'm guessing, like, someone grabbed Giltesh and threw him on my back.
Yeah.
I would have grabbed Bill.
Yeah.
Because you all have seen Kai turn into an eagle before. This eagle is 1 size larger than you would have ever expected it to be. Sorry, other computer. I didn't mean to hit you.
Mechanics question.
Yes.
So, considering I gave Kai one of the platinum rings for my Warding Bond spell when he was still in a much smaller form, which they were magical to fit any size wearer, but considering the circumstances of the current wearer and how large he's grown and all the fire, is that platinum ring still okay, or have we essentially lost that component for my spell?
The heat at which temperature, yep, that's not it. The heat at which platinum melts is far higher, is far lower than what Kai's current body temperature is, so it is probably gone.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
It's a 50 gold piece ring, so I think you have enough money to get it back.
We got it. Kai will,
I think it
Kai will
was
pay
more
you back.
expensive, but
Well, yeah,
it's
'cause you
fine.
bought
I mean,
like a
it's feasible
special
for us
one
to get.
from the Underdark.
Yeah, we bought it at the end of
I'll pay you back.
Yeah, that's true.
Kai, you can't tell if it's your sadness haunting you or if you're actually being haunted, but you keep hearing Giltesh's voice go, you're just beelining it straight back to the portal.
I think the first time I hears it, it's almost like reactionary. As in the first time it hears it, I almost like shifts to one side to like avoid it.
Okay. Eleonora, Enos, and Waylon, give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh
Heard that,
yeah.
boss?
You just launched their asses.
Oh, 100%.
You
Waylon's
It's like when they
me.
break check you in
Waylon
their
dies
car.
instantly. Waylon dies instantly.
You just
24.
break checked us, basically. Do I have advantage?
You said it was a dex save, right?
Correct, dex
Man,
save.
that dramatic scene I had planned for earlier, that's gonna go down the drain when I splat.
And I'm assuming everyone's close enough to get the +3.
Yeah, I'll
so
allow
don't
it.
forget.
We're
Do
way
I
up.
have
I
advantage
got
on
you.
this because of
Sure.
your sense?
Sure. You're
I know
only a
it's
few
just
hundred
funny.
feet up.
Goofy. Are you fucking kidding me?
So did you say the platinum ring melted?
Yes.
27,
Okay, so
by the way.
That means it's 3,200 degrees in the fire plane. That's crazy.
Ah.
Maybe
No,
it's like
he's saying Kai's body temperature because Kai is like half lava right now.
Yeah, Kai was in a volcano.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense because metal loses its
And
strength as
under
it gets
intense
hotter.
physical and mental pressure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I have no problem. I just think it's awesome.
Yeah.
9/11
It's all
rules. It
Dude,
works.
what?
Yeah.
2025? What was your dexterity saving throws, Wayland and Enos?
Too soon.
27.
9.
Oh, good. With 9, Enos gets grabbed by big old Kai once more.
Let's go.
And you see bird eyes and head is just looking everywhere. And keeps going. It was for a second that it was just like, and then keeps going straight.
Yeah, it happens probably every other minute for you. But after about like probably 15 or so minutes at the fast speed you can go at your gigantic size, you're able to guesstimate where the cave is because it is under smog.
Yum. I kind of, when you see a giant like opening of smog get pushed aside by these giant eagle wings, and I land the plane.
Yeah, as the smog clears, you see these giant, like, elk, deer creatures, like, looking over. Just like, skitter away.
I let them go, and I, gently, might I add, and I drop out of wild shape. I want family to be dealt with immediately. But we can talk about that more when we're home.
And how do you expect us to do that? We have no more answers than we did before, Kai. We can't just go up and march up to them.
You're right, but we need to whittle their numbers. We need.
I may
We
have
have
some
of them are
solution.
children. Sorry, Waylon, what were you going to say?
I may have some solution. Before we left, I put a significant amount of money towards a project that is meant to rid us of the member in Terragorn.
Okay, if it's not that, if that works, great. I just want them gone. I'm sorry if this is rash, but if they are doing more harm than good, and I'm willing to break a couple eggs.
At this point, I cannot help but agree.
And at this point, are we outside of the cave or area?
You could be going through the cave during this.
Okay. We need to inform Rivel, everyone. Yeah. And I just, without second thought, without hearing anything else, straight through.
Wait, so how are you were you still back in your...
No, I guess, do I need to shrink down somehow? Or I'll just army crawl through?
Oh, I just
Or-
meant, like,
no, like
how
the
were you
portal is
talking
like 30
to
feet
us?
tall. He went out of wild shape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
he's
dr-
back.
I
Gotcha,
Go
so we
through.
were all walking during that point.
Yes.
Yeah, because you guys landed right outside the cave entrance and were walking into it,
Okay.
seeing all
I
of
just
that.
remember it was a
like,
long cave,
Yeah,
so...
seeing the weird material weaving in and out of the walls that are still kind of glowing with that weird energy. You do see the 30-foot tall portal in front of you that you would assume would bring you back to Terragorn.
After you. After you all. I, yet again, thank you so much. The fire plane owes you one. Just as much as I do.
I would like to leave the portal last.
And there are no debts among friends.
Okay. Kai would be, I guess, I was gonna say I wanted to leave last, but it's okay. Kai, in second thought, Kai would definitely be like, I just want to be gone. Instead of giving this place one last look. Because he knows he has to come back now. And would just grab Ember. Not white knuckling, but definitely holding on to dear life. And just walk through.
Wayland is going to grab your arm before you go through. And he's going to, like, pull you in and say, well, I guess, like, you're tall as hell, so he grabs, like, the back of your, like, Achilles
Grappling
heel.
hooks up to his arm.
Yeah. And then says, I'd like a word in private, if the other two could go.
I'll just look at Enos, and I guess you said you're carrying Giltesh, right? Just as, like, carefully as you can.
At
Enos.
Yeah, I was carrying guilt.
I guess I'll just, like, put my arm on, like, my hand on the back of your arm and kind of just, like, walk through the portal.
Yeah.
I'll be right behind both of you.
Hi?
Walk through, yeah, I guess.
Yes, Waylon.
I've been in, not your exact shoes, but I've been in this position many times, and bearing a friend never gets easier. And I didn't want to say this in front of the others, because I didn't want you to feel any sort of pressure. But, do not spare them the indignity by having dry eyes. All we can do now is weep for them. Find time to do that.
Okay. I just... Waylon, you
It's-
weren't there.
I understand the time and the place, and I understand that I do not know any of you.
That's
in
not
any
what
capacity.
I mean. That's not what I mean, Waylon. I keep my emotions on a short leash these days because the last time I didn't, a giant iceberg, as we were floating along the ship, was shattered and evaporated immediately because I had a nightmare. I think that I might explode. I feel like, and as Kai's talking about it more, you see more lava kind of like sputters and like vents out a little bit on the side of their arms and body as they kind of just hold it back in. I feel like I'm coming apart at the seams.
Wayland, who is this little guy talking to this massive fire giant about these things, does not flinch at the sight of the lava. And says, Are you mortal? this has been a confusing 2 weeks for me, and I'm not sure if that is a universal truth like it is for me. But are you mortal?
Here in the fire plane, most people, when they in the fire plane, it's harder for me to be dead per se. Another fire elemental needs to kill me for me to be dead. So, and when we're home, yes, I'm very mortal.
I would say that I'm quite mortal, especially compared to the rest of you. And I've seen a lot of loss in my life. I've buried many friends, and I've mentally buried many more. Some have just disappeared. But the main thing that I've learned from being mortal is that nothing truly exists besides your emotions. Material possessions can always disappear. People can always disappear. The only thing that truly exists is your experiences and emotions and memories.
Even if people get hurt.
Even if people get hurt. Nobody is promised tomorrow. None of us are. I try to keep as many people on the mortal plane as I can, but we're not promised anything except your emotions.
You see Kai kind of breaks a little bit, and you see another jet on the side of their face, cracks more. And he says, just very quietly, and he kind of looks at his sword that's on their side. And you see him do it too. Galen, I didn't want to kill him. Didn't want to. And I had to. Wanted him to respect me. I didn't want to kill him. And I don't know how to tackle that.
I didn't want to kill mine either. Oh.
I wanted to. I let Ember down. I in a strange way, my father felt more there when he was neglecting me, and now that he's gone, there's nothing. And yes, I'm happy that I don't have to feel that neglect anymore. But also, he was there by definition, not there by emotional standards.
One way or another, I've found that we all kill our fathers. For some, such as us, it may be more literal or active, but for others, it may be more metaphorical. But at least in my experiences, my father feels more here now that he's gone than he ever did when he was alive.
Yeah. I kind of looks over his shoulder. Does he see Ignis?
No.
Interest. Okay. Okay. Would you be okay with talking to me about this more later? Or being there for the eventual fallout? Because yeah. I don't know how this is gonna come out when it comes out.
I feel I was put into y'all's path for that explicit reason, is to help you with your fallouts.
Okay. I kind of you're grabbing onto him, kind of.
You kind of like kick your ankle, and he like lets go of your heel.
I back heel the shit out of you.
What? Fucking thunder toss his ass into the lava lake.
And that keeps moving forward.
Ember stays behind with Waylon for a second. This is interesting. You saying this stuff about your own father. You do really fit in with everyone now. They've all lost a father figure.
Can you say the second to last sentence one more time? I couldn't quite make that out under the accent.
They've all lost a father figure. Not just you.
I feel in our line of work it is quite common.
Very true, very true. Goes through the portal, leaving little old Waylon by himself.
Okay, I'm gonna undercut all of this and put a thing of explosives underneath the gems in this cave. Papa's coming back rich.
If at all.
If at all, but it's less hot than it was, and I'm gonna throw a horn of dynamite underneath a bundle of crystals and light that bitch up. What happens?
If you die here,
I'd be funny as fuck, and I'm so down for it.
it would be so funny.
I could have mold earthed
It's not as
something
fun.
to
It's
get
not as
you
funny.
a okay
It's
word.
not as in
Okay
character.
word.
It has to
Jackson,
be
I just
like
want to
this.
point out, I did not plan on having 2 people out for this episode.
Hey, we're mortal.
So then you have to make
All we
sure
have
it
is our
works,
emotions,
Monty.
and my emotion is greed. Give me that shit.
Okay, so you see the beautiful crystals on this wall. Are you going for the regular crystals or like the almost like bars that are going through the walls?
Bars sounds nice. I just stick a horn of dynamite in there.
Great. How far away are you going before you light the fuse?
Oh my god, as far as I can. And it's
Okay,
not
that'd be
gonna
through
be
the
a
portal.
few. Okay, not through the portal, no. I'm gonna go, like, maybe other side of the wall, mouth of the cave, and it's not gonna be fuse, it's going to be a lit arrow. Kablam.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Yes!
That's tough.
If I die, that'd be funny as fuck, okay?
No, you're probably not gonna die. You're probably gonna have the portal close on you.
That'd be
Yeah,
even
that's
funnier.
fun.
Even funnier. I'm so
Luckily,
down. I accept
if
all
I-
consequences, 19.
19?
But steady aim. I'm gonna do a steady aim ability and roll it with advantage because I'm a rogue, and that brings it to 21.
Damn.
Perfect. You
Mastermind
apply. Give me a sleight of hand check as well for placing
Sleight of
the
Ooh.
placing
Oh,
the
yeah.
dynamite safely.
Just what the doctor ordered. Natural 20.
Okay, I'll allow you to choose either sleight of hand or investigation.
I would rather do sleight of hand, which would make it a 33.
Great.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You find a
Jesus.
nice spot where this like beam of the crystal is coming out of the wall where you can actually get the dynamite behind, so if it does explode and shatter it, it can fire outwards instead of potentially going inwards and just atomizing it.
Yeah.
Which makes it a trickier shot, but it's more likely to work. You
32 is... yeah.
Aside.
the entire cave becomes extremely ashy. Eleonora, Enos, and Kai. And
Fuck.
Ember. You all step through the portal. And at first it feels like a cold breeze, but you're still in a place filled with lava, so it's not much different from where you were before, all things considered. You step through. One good sign is there is no sign of Lilith. So she would have she got up and is gone somewhere. There are no guards, so this place is still secretive. You don't see any more of these Leviathan creatures or elementals in the room. The big red gem is still there, doing the exact same thing it was doing before. Nothing, just kind of existing. What do you want to do?
Does it close?
I haven't gotten that point yet.
Okay.
There's like a part of ash
Before you get to
come out
that,
of
hold
it,
on.
Like...
Before you get to that, can we rewind a second before Kai spells
Yeah,
through the portal?
absolutely.
Thank you.
the cry.
As we step outside, knowing that they're probably going to take a minute, I just step through, look around. I look at Eleonora. Do you agree with Kai?
Agree with what?
About the family?
I'm torn.
Why?
I want to stop them and protect our world because they're just going to keep doing it to others. But it's hard trying to constantly figure out what is the most right thing to do. Because I'm scared I'm going to look back and think that I made the wrong decision and hate myself forever for it. And I can't make myself not see them as children, even though they're so powerful and so deadly. I mean, you're not like your grandfather. Your father wasn't like your grandfather. Maybe they can be turned from this if we rid the parents. It feels cruel to target the younger ones, even if they are still more powerful than any of us will ever be. I don't know, do you agree?
I don't know. I don't think there's one right solution. I'm confused. I'm tired. I think maybe if there's a different way to stop them, change them, whatever would be the best course. I'm tired of losing people. Going to war with them, as powerful as they are, we're not all going to come out alive.
I'm just going to look at Giltesh and just.
As I'm saying that, I'm holding Giltesh like. I don't know. I pulled my family out of their home thinking we were going to go to war, and now they're just traveling some continent they've never been without any sort of help or guidance, and I don't know what we're doing. If we are going to fight, I don't know if I want them involved. I don't think I could keep losing people.
Maybe at the end of the day, we're not the ones meant to fight this fight, but we've all lost too much to give up now.
I know, I don't want to give up, but maybe there is another way. We have the one we should probably contact. Giltesh was friends with one of them. We should let them know about his passing. Maybe that'll open a door for conversation.
Maybe. I don't think the kids are inherently bad. I mean, they're powerful and dangerous, but I mean, you guys said Sonia was sweet almost and she just wanted to play. And even just when she was chasing me and I was trying to distract her from the heist, like, she's not driven by the same thing her parents are. And even hearing the mother talk about and the father, it's hard not to pity them. But they're just destroying our world too much for them to do that here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too soft.
Maybe. I don't know either. I guess we'll just take it one step at a time. One thing I do know is I probably need to find my family as soon as possible. Either get them back home or get them settled someplace new. Well, we figured out what our next step is. I don't want them just roaming around with no objective or just waiting for us to call them to fight a war that might be meaningless at the end.
I understand.
Yeah.
Kai and Ember appear. And everything I said before still happens. The room is still empty. Etc., etc. You guys just kind of start moving out. Trying to head back topside.
I think we're waiting for Waylon to come out.
I'd probably wait for Waylon, me personally.
Yeah.
If y'all can keep going, then that's
Oh,
fine.
we are waiting for everyone.
Okay, word.
It might be time dilation. You might just get like an ashy fart out of the portal. I might be dead as hell. Let's find out. If it's
Yeah.
more than a second, I might be dead.
You all kind of just sit there. A minute goes by.
Oh.
Nothing really happens. A second minute goes by. Nothing happens. Then the
I rolled
portal.
so high! I rolled so high! Are you serious?
You're gonna be rich.
Yeah, in hell!
I was just sitting there just like, what happened? That's not supposed to happen. Okay.
You see it disappear, and there becomes almost this like pull towards the red gem. Because that is part of the reason why that portal was there in the first place. So it seems as though the phone line was broken on the other side.
Oh, what?
We go back into the fire realm.
Oh, I can recover.
We see the smoke, cinders, and ash all start to dissipate. It wasn't this dark in here before. Where'd the light go, Waylon?
Oh, I think I might have blew the light up. Is the portal closing or is it like a light switch? Can I like try to get a hand through and like
Give me a
drag
perception check.
the door? Perception? That's not fair. It's terrible.
About to be a Boulder's situation. About to
18.
You're a halfling, right? You don't have dark sense.
Oh.
Dark vision. Yeah, so 18, that's fine.
Have you ever read Dante's Purgatorio? Because I think that.
I have.
Please tell me that there's at least like a guide here for me.
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking die.
So you start looking around, and you notice that your ears are still ringing from the amount of explosives that you use. You start tapping around, and you feel shards. Why are they wet? Because usually if there's a shard of anything around you, if it was wet, it would have been evaporated. Then the blood loss starts to kick in.
Oh, what? I rolled so high! Oh, man!
As it just, like, shattered, you exploded magical glass towards you.
Feel like I could have evasion, you know? You ever heard of evasion? You ever heard of dexterity saving throws? The mechanics of the game that we play,
You start to
I'm
feel...
dying in a cutscene!
You start to feel a little funny. And you hear... of footsteps approaching in the darkness. And you can feel like the earth shaking with every step. As a fairly large creature seems to be moving from deeper beyond where the portal was.
Can I please use a torch of some capacity? Am I at the... Is the cutscene over and can I use items? Can I use a torch?
Yeah, you're not in a cutscene. Whoever said
Okay.
that?
Strike one on the ground, kind of like start waving it around, like, oh shit, things have gone badly. Things have gone so poorly.
As you see a Leviathan bear just standing there.
Okay, I have a decent animal handling. Oh, do I speak its language? Okay. I don't think I do. Okay.
Has 2 languages, ignorant and game, so you might be able to try something here.
Okay. I can write in ancient Elvish. I don't think he can understand it. I can understand. Okay, I can understand any language, but it's like in broken old Elvish.
You can read any language.
I can't write it.
Whatever you write's going to turn into ancient Elvish.
Yeah, but
For
like,
your-
what if
for
I
your
try to
vision.
Yeah, but okay, I can't translate. No translate. Okay. Hold up. There's multiple ways this can go. I'm going to speak to this guy through the. Don't. It would be funnier if you didn't. We'll see. We'll actually see. I'm going to speak to this guy through the language of the body, through body language. I stick out one hand like this.
Do you have anything in it, or are you just offering your hand?
Maybe I'm gonna try to do a toothless scenario, toothless and hiccup kind of thing.
Okay.
Where it's like I'm not getting close. I am not getting close. I'm just like saying
Bite the shit out of your hand.
I am like the tiniest little freak, and I am not a threat. I can be, but I'm not. And I'm going to like hit one of these with my torch in my other hand, and like I like fire too. We're kind of kin in that way, and I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
I think the portal went out. Can you open that up? Is that you? Or is that someone else?
Give me an animal handling check.
I need everyone. If you're religious, I need you to pray to that guy. If
You're
you're
about
not,
to-
I need you to meditate and send me your energy.
You about to meet your maker,
Get
dog.
mauled to
What?
death here.
The debt, bro. No. This is literally gonna go the most well anything has ever gone before. I can
believe that.
wriggle my way out of any situation.
I'll give you
Waylon
bardic
Doshe.
inspiration.
Can you actually
Yeah.
help me from beyond the grave?
You get to roll a d100 and add it.
Okay, I gotta stop just holding it. I gotta just roll it. Okay. It's 17. I mean, like, that's not bad. It's better than average.
It gets very close to you. Who are you?
I am a little idiot who made a little idiot mistake. I'm just but a humble freak from my plane of existence. I stumbled through that portal. I shouldn't be here.
Correct.
Say what?
Correct.
This
Like
is
just
a big
slobbering all
misunderstanding.
over you.
Yeah, I'm sure that shit is also boiling, but I'm made out of steel. This is a big misunderstanding, mister. What are your pronouns? I don't want to actually misgender you.
I appreciate that.
We take
Thank
that
you.
very seriously in the fire plane.
Yeah, and do. Now
Thank
we
you.
got
I shouldn't
new
have assumed
management.
based on voice. That's my fault.
I am Big Bear.
I can see, and you are quiet. You are a handsome creature, I would say.
Do not touch me.
I'm not. This is just like, so you know I'm no threat. There is no weapon.
Looks at the crossbow on your hip.
That is not for you.
It's an antique, I swear.
It is. I'm not really a killer. I don't like that. I try to avoid it. And you are such a beautiful creature. I would not want to bring you any sort of harm.
Follow me.
Yes, sir. Can I make a stealth check to grab the shards of crystal? Because Papa is not leaving empty-handed.
Sure.
Bag chaser till I die.
I chase her till I die, bro.
We're rich. Well, not you anymore, actually.
Yeah.
I spent all my money. I don't have any more. I spent all
Yeah.
the gold in between sessions. There should be more
I
waiting
remember
for
that.
us from like the shit that I sold, but like,
Yeah, from
Word.
Country Road Eric.
say what?
Country Road Eric.
Yeah, Country Road Eric. So, but a stealth
Of
check
course.
is going to be a 29.
Yeah. Oh, natural 20. You succeed.
Wait,
I don't
What?
like that. I'm scared of whatever.
Wait,
natural
I
20 is not an
see-
auto success. It's just the best they could do.
Okay. Papa's coming home rich.
Oh, rich.
That was crazy. Yeah, I start grabbing enough. I fill my pockets and I follow him. Or it.
You follow Big. That's the
I follow
Yes.
Big.
Follow
I'm an
Follow
idiot. I'm
Big
sorry.
slash bear.
Bro,
Come
I'm an
on.
idiot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I thought
come
that
on.
was like its name. I thought that was a bear's name.
Oh.
No. Y'all are not that cool yet.
Big Bear brings you deeper into this cave. You start to hear the chittering of bats as well within this cave. Every so often you can see them yawn. You can see the internal heat that comes out of their bodies as you go farther and farther into this cave. I love that you've done this, Jackson. You absolute buffoon.
I can't, bro! I was born to be the town fool. I can't help it.
You keep following them down this winding path, and what you see ahead of you, you can only really assume to be a den of some kind, but it's almost in this like donut shape of a den, where in the center of it, you hear a cacophony of sounds that are quite unintelligible to you. Jump in.
You're dead.
Hmm.
Get in, loser.
Hmm. Jump in?
In the
Can I
water.
Wait, what am I jumping into? Just a den? Or like...
Jump in.
Uh,
Give me an Arcana
I've got-
check.
I've got escape options. I will so give you an Arcana check. You have no idea. 15?
I'll say that's pretty good. You
Better
are
than
not very versed in planar traveling, but your best guess is this is an entrance to one of the layers of the house.
Fuck. Wait, I don't... Wait.
Get in, loser.
Wait, I think there's a misunderstanding, Big. I need to get back to the material plane, which is where I stumbled in here from accidentally. I think this goes to hell, which I do not belong in. I think I'm a good person, relatively speaking.
This Leviathan bear kind of looks around at the room. Why did the lights go out?
There's a really funny story there. So back in where I come, where I hail from, I'm a collector of materials. And though I come from no exquisite means, I provide luxuries to those who are willing to pay for them. And one of those big luxuries is gemstones. And I was in a place, and I did not know it was here. I stumbled through the portal. I thought I was on the material plane. And I thought I discovered a new gemstone that I could sell. And maybe bring home enough gold to fill the pots and the bellies of my family and keep the landlord from kicking us out. Do you have concepts of landlord? There's like a guy and he owns the house. Not nice. It's bad. We live in a terrible, evil world, but it's better than hell, and I don't want to go there. And so I was doing what I thought my job was, and I was collecting the mineral. And then the lights went out. What was I? What?
Do you have it?
Do I have the mineral?
Yes.
I am going to lie to him and give him like a handful.
It's alright.
I give him a handful.
Give me a deception check.
That's, look, minimum 16. This can't go badly. Everybody spirit bomb, give me your energy. Chat. Okay, that's 3 energies. That's 4 energies. That's all I need. Catherine wants me dead. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Call me the Dirty Snowman Latte, because I'm a Dirty 20.
It's like it takes a big lick off of your hand, taking all of the stones. Just like burps it out on you, and a small portal appears where the stones are connected.
Just, not a word. I'm diving through.
Yeah, so you are 4 stones less than you would have had.
Okay, I'm completely okay with that.
You collected like 25, because they rolled astronomically poor on their check to see if you were lying to them.
We're rich, guys! And I lived!
Just depends on where you popped out now.
Fuck.
Yeah, we don't know
You're not
where
gonna pop out in the
going.
same place, bro. You're in the
Not
material
pop out.
plane. It doesn't mean you're in the same place.
What do you mean
That's
material
okay.
plane?
Or yeah, actually,
It's gotta be
you,
better
you
than
didn't
hell.
look into the portal before you jumped
It's
in.
better than hell. It's better than hell. It's better than hell. It's
So
better
for the
than
other
hell.
3, what were you guys doing while waiting and the thing has turned off? You can see the power undulations from the Tiamat gem to where the portal was.
Does the gem look like it's about to explode or something?
No,
I
you
can't
can
even
just
get
see
me
like
now.
the energy seeping away from it to where it had made this portal. It had assisted in making the portal.
Okay. Can I? And this is.
Do I feel like
real-
we took bets on how long it would take for him to get out?
This is a snowball's chance in hell, but if I use magic and give it to the gem by the transitive property with the gem, keep the portal open.
Give me an Arcana check.
Word.
With
I'm
advantage.
And
completely
will.
willing to undo that scene if it means that happens.
Yeah.
I'm just letting
what's
you know.
Arcana. Okay, it's +4. Okay. You said with advantage?
Correct.
Word. Okay. That's a 16.
All right. From your understanding of the fire plane and the energy transference between the planes, giving more to what's causing the portal on this side would not really assist.
Damn.
It has to come from the other doorway.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you're fucked for real.
Because if anything,
Um,
the gem's like taking the energy back.
Okay.
No, they used to write poems about this. You ever heard of Icarus? You ever heard
Yeah.
of?
No, I have.
More like
I don't
Dickerus,
have-
dumbass.
Yeah, I don't think I have scrying right now because that's what Kai would be doing to see where are you? Where are you? But yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Kai has nothing for you right now, sir.
Well, yep. I think y'all just gotta, live your life. We'll get that conversation later. I hope I get back before you crash out.
Yeah, how long are you guys willing to wait?
The last thing I said to you was we are not promised tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess. Kai would, because this temperature doesn't bother Kai, honestly, right? Like, if they
Mhm.
slept here, it would mean nothing.
Correct.
Okay. I guess Kai would, stay, and would tell everyone else to, like, go back to the king and queen and update them, and Kai would stay.
As in
their-
everyone else. You mean Enos and Eleonora?
Yeah, being y'all two. Because, like, yes, you have the rings, but, like,
No, we don't. The ring is gone now.
Fire
Because I
protection.
gave it to you.
the fire protection
Oh,
rings.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong ring.
Ring.
Y'all are iced out. So if y'all want to leave, I would not be opposed to staying, and just meet up at Kai's place, and he'll eventually be there.
Okay. Before we head out, I Do you want us to wait? I don't know what the plan is. If we're going to bury
Oh, yeah.
Giltesh or
We
And
should do
where?
that first. We should do that first, actually. Because his body will stay preserved. Eleanor, what did you? I didn't see that, did I? I
No.
wasn't there for that.
I told
Okay.
you. I told you that's what I did.
Okay, word. 10 days, you said?
10 days.
Yeah. We don't know how long Waylon would be gone for. So I think we have to do it now. I think we have to. So
wait
can I
a day or
place
two?
Ember here and be like, hey, let me know when this man comes back?
Yep, what'll do. I wanted to speak with him, and then I walked through and expected him to be behind me, but
No.
it is what it
This
is.
is
I
a
guess.
this is a collaborative storytelling event, Monty. Do not act like you have just as much weight on your shoulders as I do. We both did this. It wasn't just me.
As I leave him there, I'm like, obviously, protect yourself. If things come out of whatever, leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, the protect yourself first bit, yeah. So yeah, I follow both of y'all, and we leave, and Ember is at post.
Little puppy Ember. Yeah. About 10 minutes of Ember waiting.
Yes! Yes! My God, Ember!
What did
I
you
like
do?
I'm like kissing Ember on the forehead.
That probably burns you.
I'm okay! At least I'm not going to hell! Actual literal hell!
Well, you don't know that yet.
Ember. We're rich!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Easily enough, you guys can head back to Kai's abode. Back into Tarragorn proper, you exit out of Plume's Watch, going through the secret entrance, going along the side of the mountain back towards the main path, heading back to the city proper, towards the edge of the Steel Patch District. Can't really tell how many days have passed, but it's probably about midday.
Okay. I look at everyone and like, we should tell the people at the Broken Anvil. We should let everyone know, even Lilith. Everyone. And honestly, they might be there. The king and queen might have left because, like, you know, I had an extra room, but like also they might have wanted to stay at somewhere more lavish. So yeah, the guy opens the door to their place and just wants to get an assessment of what's going on.
Yeah. Just not the music I was expecting. I'm trying to find anything else that would make sense here.
Oh, I will say one facial thing about Kai, since the whole Giltesh of it all. Those lava pools that are those cracks that are deep on Kai's like face. There is the most thing that like jumps out to you is since walking back, Kai hasn't stopped crying, and then when you look more, it's like the cracks that are under his eyes are now like he looks like he's perpetually crying even though it's like a stream of like cracked shapes, striations just streaming down on each side.
You open the door to your house. Looks basically the way you left it, maybe a couple things out of place. You notice the room the king and queen had been staying in. The door is slightly open, and there's a lot of alcohol lining the wall next to the door.
Okay. I knock from outside, like, we've returned.
Over your shoulder, you hear, "Well, at least was your adventure successful?"
Byrell. Yes, it is. In more ways than one, and also in ways that it's not successful, but we can talk about that later. Yeah, I am now the Allflame of the Fire Plane, and I have a big say on life and death now.
Oh, that's
that's-
very interesting. You get a good look at Bivrel, and for you, Kai, half of their body is in complete disarray. You can see, like, their right jaw is hanging about a foot off of their body. Half of their hair is, like, completely scalped. Their right arm isn't even there for you.
Oof. Yeah, Byrell, I saw as Brian. Wait, we saw them there through a shadow,
Yes.
right? Through one of
Yes,
the,
you saw them as a
okay.
ghost.
Okay.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Only Giltesh did, I think.
Only Gil
During that
did.
round of combat, everyone except Kai could see that.
So yeah.
Yes.
So I wouldn't have brought that up. I wouldn't bring up the half shadow thing. That would be y'all thing if y'all bring that up. But yeah, Fireplane's under new management. Giltesh is dead.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a funeral for them. They didn't want to be brought back. I just is looking at Giltesh's body. A mix of their face looking at Giltesh's body is a combination of sadness, anger. It is so many things. So we're gonna bury him. They made a valiant sacrifice.
They definitely liked to work hard and play harder in some instances, from what I could tell.
Yeah.
The king walks out. "Oh my god, you guys are back.
Oof.
How are
You see it
doing?"
gets ignited. Just oh, I'm here. I wish things were better, but yeah, we have a funeral planned.
Why is Giltesh asleep on the job?
Giltesh is dead, my king.
Oh shit, that's fucking crazy. Oh, I'm too hungover for this.
It's okay. It's
That alone, just Giltesh saw this in his eyes, I would have like,
Death to the monarchy.
just once you get some more rest, we'll talk about it in more detail.
Did you know that lesser restoration does assist with that? I've ran out of that magical capability.
Oh, with what you're dealing with right now?
No.
Or
What
just-
do you mean? What do you mean by this?
Oh, Byrell, your face is disjointed, to be so honest with you.
Well, that's kind of a rude thing to say.
No, I'm not being rude. I'm meaning like
Like it's like this weird ghostly version. Like their face is still there, but you can see a ghostly apparition of their face as well.
half of your face is ghostified. It's part ghost now. I don't know why.
Well, I have a theory. There are those that are willing to return, and those that aren't. Some people only want to return once. So when you return only once, you leave a portion of yourself behind. So that might be what you're seeing.
Okay, that wasn't. I didn't mean to be rude. I just.
No, if you said
Saw
that
what
to
I
anyone
saw.
that cared about their face, that'd be fine. I literally couldn't
Yeah.
care less.
Okay.
Does Byrell look weird to us too,
Nope,
or just
Byrell
Kai?
just looks like a dark-skinned elf.
Oh, so that's just a me thing.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
part of your Allflame ability, champ.
Yeah. Yup. No, that makes sense now. I just. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, we're gonna probably take the rest of the day to talk about everything that's going on. I just might need a second. A lot has happened. And I kind of just walk past Byrell and go into the shrine room that Giltesh has and close the door.
The queen walks out in her very deep bathrobe that she consistently wears in the house.
Mhm.
How long have you all been gone for? How many nights did you all sleep? Just out of pure curiosity.
How long did we DM? Did we? Because we didn't have night and day, did we?
We had one.
You took one long rest.
Yeah. It was the high tide, low tide situation, but we didn't have any. But yeah.
We slept once, and it's been a while since we slept.
That's not true. It's been about 3 hours.
Oh, did we sleep afterwards?
You slept right before the big fight.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did.
Damn.
We
didn't
needed
take
our
very
spells
long.
back.
Well,
That's right.
Since I've heard other places tend to have issues with planar traveling, it's good to know that the fire plane is not one of them, because we also got one night's rest.
Great. Oh, I'm gone. From behind the door.
Who said that? So, it seems your mission was successful in some ways and unsuccessful in others. I do apologize for your loss. But if you all need the rest, we can make ourselves clear for a little while.
Thanks. I guess. Sorry, I don't really know how to react to everything that's happened.
If you ever enter your second century, you'll get kind of used to it.
I don't know if I ever want to get used to it. That seems like a pretty shitty way to live.
Hey.
To not feel anything when your friend dies. But good night, Your Majesty. And I'll
It is the
dismiss
middle
myself.
of the day.
It is the middle of it.
I don't care. I'm gonna go somewhere else other than this
Power nap.
conversation.
Power nap.
I'm gonna go outside where they can't go because they're vampires. It's like, wait,
Yeah.
I wasn't done talking to you. Where?
Isn't there
We
a
didn't-
rooftop
Yeah,
that
there's the
Waylon was
roof
like?
garden.
Mhm.
We didn't invite you in here.
They're vampires?
Disinvite you from the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're vampires.
I didn't know that!
they're very much vampires.
What?
How
That
did
is
you-
true. That is true.
I feel like it was very obvious, but you know what? Good for
Well,
you. Just,
Waylon showed
Waylon
up
must have just thought
after.
they were alcoholics.
Did I show up right after that?
No,
They've been
I'm
vampires
saying.
forever.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I'm
vampires.
saying that like any kind of evidence that we had that they were vampires, you were not present for, and we never
Yeah, I
talked
guess
about
that's a
it.
good point. Yeah.
So
It was just
Yeah, that
weird that
makes
they
sense.
never went
We still don't
outside
know.
during the day.
Nobody told me? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, you're sleeping with a bunch of vampires. It's fine.
I seem to have gotten under her skin, but I wish you all the best in whatever you're doing. We didn't get any diplomatic things going in the one day you were gone. Dharma still hasn't returned. That's another issue that's been going on. But I would guess that they're probably fine. The masked people, I still haven't heard any much more about in the one day you've been gone. Things like that. Any questions, comments, or concerns, Wayland or Enos?
Am I there?
Yes.
No.
I'm there now?
Yes.
Yeah, you caught up with us.
Oh,
Because it was only like 10 minutes. So
that's
on your
10
way
minutes
there,
behind. Yeah.
you probably would have saw our backs and was like, "Wait up!"
Yeah, probably something like that. I don't have any questions though.
Do you have any idea of what's going to happen next? You're going to take care of the little runt problem in the city? You're going to explore around? What are your goals going forward?
We haven't really discussed it.
I hear them still talking about it. I kind of just opened the door. Waylon, you said you had a plan for dealing with the child, the runt of the situation. Yes?
I do. As a matter of fact, would you like to hear said plan?
Yeah, yes, I do. I'll take my rest after all of this.
I like hear this as I'm walking up the stairs to go outside, and I slowly like start backtracking down the stairs.
Made it past the window and you go, wait a minute, I hear tea.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
So, as we all know, that little runt going around here has a bit of a monkish nature to them. And one thing about people of that nature is that they cannot do two things at once. They are bound, like the rest of us, to one action or reaction at a time. So, I have commissioned, and I throw out little schematics, 2 very large ballistic harpoons. These can be magically modified for whatever needs we may have, and I might have a few things that will, I pull out the little bag of rocks that I just stole, help with the modification of these. And the reason there are 2 of them. I'm sure you've been in a fight with a monk before. They tend to block projectiles. Well, they cannot block 2 at once. So as long as both people hit their shots, we are going to have a solid ballistic thing, like however long this may be, probably 2 meters, and with potentially a chain on the other end of it, bind them into one spot. And there might even be magic involved in it. I'm still new to the whole magic thing, but these might lead somewhere. You may all have spells that may help with it, but this is a start, and this is my plan.
And, okay, and what happens after we bind them?
Well, I'm not sure. I am...
Okay.
Recently, I've come to the conclusion, I've always been a defender of living creatures and trying to keep as many people alive as I can. But, you know, seeing ghosts firsthand, things are maybe more flexible than I previously thought. But I would like the moral judgments to be done by, and I kind of point up the stairs, the person who's been to actual heaven.
I just like poke my head around the corner.
I knew you were listening.
Okay, as are those? I see the gems? Are those the gems that like the portal gems, basically?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Was that why you were gone?
Well, no, I was gone because of an explosion.
Okay.
But those were the reasons I stayed back.
Here nor there. My thing that I was going to say to help your plan, maybe... I know smart people. Maybe they can find a way to make those shots like portals. Force like a shoot it, hits, and they're gone to a different plane.
I think we could put your people and my people on that. I'm sure Seltra would have a field day with these. And
You know, just cast banishment.
You could just cast banishment, but these people are good at resisting things. And you're right, we could just cast banishment. Banishment could work. You're right, it could. But
That sent me
I
to
don't
the
know.
celestial realm, so
yeah. So maybe a banishment is all we need, but your plan is better than not a plan. So I
and the big one travel through plans, though? Or travel through planes, I mean?
Ooh,
But it took a lot of
almost said his
power.
name.
I don't know his name, so I can't, like, it's not an info
Oh, yeah,
hazard. I don't know his name.
Good.
you
Sorry,
haven't
the Lord
established
knows.
that Eleonora has been able to say the names and not be affected?
Nope.
Or is it only the single one where she just doesn't know if it's
Let's just
affected
call him-
since then?
She has
Oh,
no
Big Daddy.
idea.
Okay, well, shit.
Yep.
Let's just call
Don't
him
worry.
Big
I've been
Daddy.
keeping track. Don't you worry, Catherine.
The
Oh,
father,
shit.
yeah, the father, we might assume, or maybe the mother, either
I mean,
one
it
of them.
took them having several anchors to be able to even have enough power to
come
get
here.
here.
So
And-
it's a shot. It's a shot.
Perchance we
So-
can make a planar anchor out of these or other materials.
An anchor?
Anchor to elsewhere, because anchoring them
another plane?
here.
Anchoring them elsewhere.
Okay.
I know
Is
there's
there
a
a
great
plane-
volcano we can send them to.
If we can make a fire plane anchor out of a few, I have 21 left.
Well,
and
I
I
don't
want to
know
sell
if-
some, but
I don't
I don't know
think
if
I
Kai
want to send
wants
them to the
fire.
fire plane after.
people can
Do
deal
we
with
have
that.
any planes where?
I
I don't
mean,
know.
but also dumping them and making them another plane's problem is equally not good. You know?
How many
That's just-
planes are there?
I don't know.
At least
More than
747.
two. Okay.
We
But
send them to
you
the
know,
real world.
Ooh. But we'll
We
run
send them
with this.
to Ohio.
There you
Oh,
go.
no!
Florida, actually. Florida take care of
Yeah.
it.
We'll talk to the people of the Broken Anvil and let them know. But this is a somewhat plan, and they will twist and modify it to make it actually feasible. And we should all be there for that. But right now, if there isn't anything else, I'll be taking a nap. And I'm not going straight to my room. I still want to go back into the shrine room.
That is your room.
That is my room. Oh yeah, you did make it out of my room, which is still a little crazy. Anyways,
Freak behavior.
yeah, I go to the shrine room of Tiamat, and I take out the necklace, and I guess I put it on the dragon idol that Giltesh had. I just want to see if anything happens, because I know it was acting a little freaky when it was just on his body.
You place the necklace down, and almost kind of like a snake, it just goes and wraps itself around the base of the dragon statue.
I think now that I'm alone, and I don't know if Kai would realize that they're casting this spell, they kind of sit down at the shrine and put their hands onto it. And then if someone in the room walked in on Kai, you would see the rocks on his face and body start shifting slowly. His face ends up growing a snout. His rocks on his face turn into scales. His eyes become blind, but feels like they could see more than they ever could before. And he starts turning into Giltesh as they cast Draconic Transformation, a 7th level spell.
Just a 7th level spells at level 12.
13 since we leveled up.
At the end of this episode, you level up.
Okay. I was gonna say
It's thematically appropriate. Let the man do it.
Yeah, so I opened your character sheet, and it still said level 12. I'm like, what? What's happening here?
The Jerry says let him do it.
I'm not gonna do damage. I'm just.
Yeah.
This is a moment of.
Never seen this spell before.
It's a polymorph.
I will-
It's a polymorph. It's a polymorph.
I will make this VOD unwatchable if you don't let him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
it's
I'm
fine.
gonna have the
I don't
ultimate-
care. I just don't know. I don't know this spell.
I'm holding the stream hostage.
I'm just
gonna
unaware of the
flash.
spell.
Flash his taint.
Just a quick taint shot. My bad.
He threatens so many slurs.
Interesting.
That'd be crazy.
That would be wild.
Holy shit.
I'm holding the stream hostage.
That's wild. That's a very wild
I
spell.
Do you want to have to turn into my dead boyfriend because I'm bored?
Kai just
Yeah,
sits
don't
there
remind
in
me.
his room, by himself, and just starts hugging himself and says, "Giltesh," and is just holding on to them.
Is there anything that Giltesh wants to say in this moment?
This isn't. I want
I
to
know.
make this clear.
I know.
Okay, cool.
I know.
Cool.
You still see ghosts everywhere.
I do. Yeah.
Because a Giltesh ghost might kind of appear in the room.
I'll try to like stay out of view if I can, but presumably I've seen everything that's happened, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
There's actually like two versions of Giltesh right now, but yes.
Okay.
There's the one with Tiamat, and then there's the ghost of Giltesh. That their last memories are that of dying.
So I guess if I've seen everything, I guess you would just hear Giltesh's voice. Not in his like scholarly voice that he kind of used around people he was like unaware of and just kind of like defaulted to, but the more of like when his voice would kind of become more relaxed and like he was trying to figure out himself. We hear that voice kind of chime in, and just, I never meant to make you angry. Sorry.
Monty, question.
Mhm.
Responding to that, does that count as using that ability?
Yes.
Okay.
If you talk directly to the ghost, it would trigger the beginning of it.
Okay. Then I just sit there and I just hold on to myself. And I just take this time to lament, maybe ask why, not to Giltesh get mad, and just, for a lack of better words, rot with this feeling.
As you rot, we can go into about like a week span time skip. You have things you want to do
Also-
during the week.
I was gonna ask a question just for funsies since
Mhm.
Giltesh is the ghost in this moment. Can I like poltergeist like shift something?
Probably not, because it's not everyone
Okay.
can see you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You can definitely
Hold the
move
stream
through
hostage.
It was more-
walls and haunt Kai, but that's about the extent of what you're able to do as Ghost Giltesh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you want to
No, make Giltesh give Eleanor a vision.
I mean, like Giltesh would like kind of go and like look at everybody and just like see throughout the week, unless Kai talks to me and sends me to hell. But like, no, I'll just kind of observe whenever best I can
Right.
and give everybody privacy. Obviously, for anything, I'm not going to be a freak.
You
But-
pooping?
Yeah. Waylon, you shit 7 times today.
It's like rabbit pellets, so...
Yeah.
I'm a tiny guy, but I eat the
Look
same
at
as
him.
everybody else. I don't know what you me.
Yeah, so you guys have things that you want to do during a week-long time skip to start preparing us for the next events that take place.
Yeah. I think one thing that Kai does would be spreading the word to Lilith, to every member of the Broken Anvil, and letting them know happened. Then I gotta open my docs real quick. Give me a second for names. God. I'm going to yeah, tell everyone and talk about like the follow-up plans of what we're doing, stuff like that. And then at some point, I think Kai would eventually go to Genie's and look for. Gosh, it's been so long. I don't remember her name. God. I remembered it was called Genie's, but I know it was the genie of like Earth. It's the my brain. It's not a no, I'm not remembering it. God. It's the let me look it
Udahe?
up. Udahe,
I think
yeah.
that was the right one. I can see all the names I have here.
Mm-hmm. So,
You look different.
yeah, Udahe, things are really bad at the moment. But things are successful at the same time. I met my father, and I stood up to him and reunited with my people. Ish. It's steps towards reuniting. Bringing in a new wave of change. But also, my heart is broken. My love has died.
I could sense that on you when you first entered. But change is always good if you allow it to be. Only those that regret change that have the issues.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I would have more time. I just thought I would be with him more. I'm trying my best to stay strong because there's other things that are going on that are equally or more important from a world standpoint, and I just want to be viable. I want to be. I'm trying to bury myself in because I feel like if I sit long, I will hurt more.
And the world is already hurting enough as it is. There are only two priceless things in this world. Life and time. When you put those two things together, they're the most important. So cherish the time that you had, not the wishing of more.
Okay. Do you want to blow something up later?
I thought that was going a very different direction.
No. Do you want to blow something up later?
I don't really get out that much.
Do you want to? I mean, you're like one of my... Like, I don't have a lot of friends, to be so honest with you.
I would be honored to. Hi.
Yeah. Tell them you're taking I don't know, a 20. I mean, if they really get upset, I'll just pay them. And whatever, we can say this is some sort of escort situation. I don't know. But yeah, you'll be safe. It'll be fine.
I'm not gonna chip a nail, am I? Because that would kill the business here.
No, I don't think so.
I'll take that risk, I guess.
Yeah.
They go over to their dresser and preemptively take out a kit to put new nails on just in case.
Yeah. And I want to. This is an excursion. It's not a day thing. It's just I. Through our travels, there would be a tree near some sort of large body of water.
Yeah, the trees that were at the Stormmane tribe, that they were right on the edge of a body of water.
Okay, cool. Because let me look up before I do this. Because transport via plants is I had that spell because I used it. It just might be like, hey, this might actually be a day thing, and I'll just pay you a shit ton because you deserve it. Yeah, it's a 6 level, and I only have one of those. So yeah, this might actually be a day thing. Spells. Actually, okay. You said we technically leveled up, yay or nay?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, then I can do it. So I take her hand and run to a tree. I'm just like, follow me. And we run through the tree and land at this large body of water.
You're going through. I've read books about this. Ah!
And we're there by the coast side, and I look at her. How do you like things being blown up? Is that like
I've
you want to see
never
something cool?
experienced it.
Okay. And I look at the middle of this giant body of water, and this is venting for Kai, but also wants to show someone something cool and maybe see where this goes. They just flame strike the middle of the water. just full on, just flame strike right now. Yeah, just a giant explosion in over top of the water.
Well, that's definitely spectacular. I knew you were
Yeah.
strong, but I've never seen you in action like this.
Just point something out and I'll blow it up. And this could be a fun thing. Or you can throw out rocks and I'll shoot it down.
Pull! It's very limp throw.
Yeah. Scorching ray just.
And that goes on for as long as it needs to. We can go to someone else if you have anything that you want to do in the first few days.
Question. I overrid my strength score when I had the potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna revert it. Do you know, happen to have notes anywhere of what it was before? Because I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Refresh. You just gotta delete what you had overrid it as.
Oh man, shit. I missed that +5. I forgot it was a +0 still. Wait, am I the +0?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because I was
Your
negative
dex.
before, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But other than that, probably a few days pass and probably don't interact much. I'm probably around, but just kind of like a processing to myself, kind of just existing. But a few days after we've kind of gotten back, I'll, like, I don't know if everyone's kind of just staying in the living room, but I'll just come up to Enos and say, when you get a chance, we'll have to go replace the spell ring for the warding bond, because Kai let me know that it didn't make it through the fire plane. So, we'll just need to go get another one, if that's okay with you.
I think just a few days into the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a lot much else going on right now.
Or I mean, if you just want to come with me for me to get another one, because I mean, I can theoretically give it to anyone. Maybe I can find another magic one that'll fit any size hand. I just you know, it's beneficial to have. I don't want to have access to a spell that I can't use. You know, it's just anyway.
Yeah, no, I can go with you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sounds great. I guess I should probably go put shoes on to go outside. I'll be back. You'll just like go get dressed for a second, and like a few minutes later, come back.
I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like you were like giggling as you were running away. You're like, I'm gonna get my shoes. Like, it's just like...
No, this is the most like paralyzing, like anxious thing ever.
Okay, no,
like...
for sure.
Have you ever seen like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the body episode? This is giving like everybody's acting hella sad and irrational like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My God, I'm the only one here who's 40.
So
Yeah.
I'll just come back out and have like my little like side bag like thrown over, but like awkwardly, like the whole wings are like they're just tucked in as much as they can, but they're still just like. So I'm just like holding my little bag with my purse money thing in it. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. I don't think I'll need anything else.
Oh, let me make sure I have my knives on me in case, you know, we went into any order of odium.
Oh, right.
Oh my
They're
God,
supposedly
Just
still
make
around.
sure I have like my few daggers. I don't necessarily want to take my sword with me, but I'll keep my daggers on me. I keep that thing on me.
I kept that thing on me. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's a jewelry shop somewhere or just like a goods store or something.
Yeah, you've been to Cloud Shape, or I'm trying to see where did you guys go before that had the very loud shop owner?
God, I remember that was so long ago.
Because I thought it was Cloud Shaper, but I don't have them written down, so I don't remember who they were.
No idea.
Algebra sounds right in my brain.
Yeah. 4,000 tabs I have. Yeah, it would have had to be there. Well, yeah, but there is blacksmiths around.
Start walking towards one of them. I'm assuming we could also ask Kai of like, hey, where's a list of places that we could go check? And like, this is where we'll be if you need us. Like,
Yeah, I would easily, honestly, funny enough, probably after they left, they would come back or walk back in and be like, oh, boom, and point it out to you.
Cloudstone was the building.
yeah,
Word.
we'll just start walking and I'll kind of just like walk alongside, you know, us. Just kind of look like there's a million things that need to be said and want to be said, but also we don't know how to say any of them. Just because so much has happened. And for the first time they like actually have a chance to just like exist without anything being super pressing at the moment, other than the, you know, giant terror in the world. I was gonna say if Enos had anything you wanted to
I'm gonna say,
say,
damn, Enos,
there could
what?
be.
I
If not, Eleanor will monologue awkwardly and anxiously.
yeah, no. I'm just kind of have this 1,000-yard stare right now, not really here nor there.
Give me perception checks, both of you.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a 7.
Oh wait, no, wait. Why the fuck did I roll with advantage? No, let me do that again. I don't have advantage. What? Who am I? Perception plus 4, 18?
Enos, you notice out of the corner of your eye, someone's been trailing you.
Mm. Look big or small?
They're pretty lithe.
I'll just whisper, don't react, but I think someone's following us.
Where?
Okay. I mean, it's not anything we're not used to.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think they want to make a scene, and
No, but I think at this point we're kind of prepared for anything, don't you think?
yeah, I guess that's true. Sadly.
This time you make it
So
to
have-
Cloudstone.
Perfect.
The
I'll like
weird
pause
shaped
to-
door and everything that it has. The rows of stuff in there, and the little desk with Nuzzle Underbraid. The very dolled up dwarven lady. Hello, darling. How you doing?
doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing just great these days. We've had some good sales recently, as in the last week or so. Been very, very good. I'm still working on remaking a lot of the armor from all the fancy metals and such, but I'm not going to bore you with the details right now. What can I help you with?
Do you just have metal works, or are you also in touch with someone who can do some magical pieces? I mean, just very minor magic.
I don't really
if
work with
not-
magic. I'm an armorer, but I do have metallic pieces, if that's what you're requesting.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a platinum ring.
Oh.
Just something plain is fine.
Okay. Looking over at Enos.
It's for a spell component.
Why didn't you lead with that? I'm sorry if I made any accusations.
No,
You know,
it's fine.
Completely oblivious to what was just insinuated.
We have plenty of platinum rings. How does it... I understand with spells, sometimes they have to have a certain money requirement. What is your price range?
I'm just gonna double check real quick so I don't undersell it.
Do you need
It just
anything,
needs
big
to-
guy?
It's just a 50 gold piece. So,
What was that?
something on the lower end is fine. As long as, 50 gold pieces worth.
I can see what I have. She gets off of the stool, goes around the desk, and goes over to one of the shelves that just has a giant bag on it. Just opens the bag and just pours it all out. I swear one of these was platinum. This
Enos, did you need anything while we were here?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm not much one for armor.
Yeah, you're not cold up here.
A little cold, but not super cold.
Because you have two pairs of eyes looking at me, big guy.
Huh? My high beams are on. Whoa.
But this should be platinum. This is probably around 75 gold pieces. 76 now.
Because it has your spit on it?
Absolutely. Do you see me? I'm adorable.
I'm... Yeah,
not gonna
that's
argue
no
with that
problem. And I'll give over 76 gold pieces.
Thank you very much. Calm down, big guy. If there's anything else you need, I always have some stuff in stock. Still working on getting more of the Ansvelt things remade.
I don't know if there's anything else I need. I might look at new armor eventually, but I'm kind of okay with what I'm at. I have to kind of stick kind of light. with the wings and all, you know.
I wasn't going to ask. They did knock a couple things off the shelf.
Oh my gosh, I'm so. Oh, can I? I
No,
don't
it's-
like turn
it's
around
fine, it's
like
fine.
and almost knock a few more things.
That was the expensive piece. Oh no.
I just like freeze in place. I am so sorry. I need some training wheels for these, I think.
Yes. Did I have a heart attack before I came in here? Is that why there's an angel and him? Am I dead? Are you just pulling my legs? What's happening? I'm very confused now, and then we go over to see what Wayland's been up to for the last couple days.
I'll make my stuff quick. I've gone to Seltra with 10 rocks. I've given 11 to Kai to give to the Broken Anvil to see what they can do. But I've basically shown her those and given her schematics for potential ideas. Like, one is of, like, you know, translate them into arrowheads. One is, like, put them on the ends of a sword, something like that. A short sword specifically so that I can use it. And then also, like, any of the money that I would have gotten from the selling of my goods, I'm going to take my cut and Giltesh's cut, because, I mean, like, you know, you can't spend a lot of money. And I'm going to give it to her to invest it into her studies and see if we can get something going here. And we can talk about, like, the actual mechanics of those off camera. But those are, like...
they're really cool and all, but, I can't fucking read what you wrote.
That's my... Okay, here,
Like, I knew you had bad handwriting. This is a whole new level, homie.
I've been cursed, you know, these new friends of
Boy, do
mine.
I know.
These... Listen. They don't... I think they didn't realize how much of a bad luck charm that I am, but I've been running with them, and I got cursed, and now I can't read unless it's in Ancient Elvish. Language I do not speak, but I've been slowly learning to translate.
Yeah, man. You sure it wasn't just your mom dropping you? Like, you're sure it was this book?
I mean, like, I, like, open it up, and the book is like... And I'm like, I think it's the book. I think it's made of skin. It could very well be something else, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
But... Also, wait, my mom, first of all, I always land on my feet, even as an infant.
Can I take a closer look at that book?
Please, I think I can leave it here. I think it won't break me off from it, but...
No, I just need you to hold it out for me.
Hold it out?
Sultra kind of runs their hand over it. There's only one thing that makes a texture like that, and that would be a hand. The top of that book is like the knuckles of a hand. That's kind of just real bizarre.
I took it from... It's in the Cortazzo basement.
You're gonna get me killed one of these days.
I'm gonna get me killed one of these days.
And by the transitive property, that means I won't be.
Nobody knows. I've made sure nobody knows. Look, nobody knows about the workshop. I've never followed. The only people that know about this place are trustworthy.
And my landlord, which, you know, awful guy.
I pay the rent. The landlord has no reason. I brought him wine last month. He has no reason to want to kill you.
You got me on that one.
Look, I take care of you so you can do your studies and hook me up with the good.
Yeah.
And
just read through what you wrote down so I can rewrite it.
All right, yeah, I read it out loud, and it's literally like, basically like ideas for arrowheads, ideas for the edge of a sword, or like the end of the ballistic bolt, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or also, if possible, like translate it into a spell scroll to like get free, improved types of banishment. We'll see.
Yeah.
From what I understand, these power portals, I don't know if it's just to the fire plane. We might be able to get them anywhere.
Well, I don't know anything about these portal bullshit, so
well,
I'm gonna mess around with some magic.
Yeah, and I've got friends who have friends, and because I've been to the Broken Anvil, I'm like, I trust you. I give you the address. I know it is secret, but I trust Seltra.
1-800 below
Don't
the
read
surface.
that out loud. Don't read that. It's secret. You know, like you. So I feel like there should be some. What's the word? Camaraderie there.
I can keep my anonymity to a minimum. Maximum? Get out.
Oh yeah, heard that. Backflip out.
After these few days have gone on.
I did have two things I wanted to do
Yeah.
before that.
Sure. So true, bestie.
Sorry, you're good. There's just one thing, one very important thing. At the
Arm
very
wrestle the
beginning,
king.
100%. At the very beginning, when we get back, I'm gonna light a fire. I'm gonna light this fire, motherfuckers. When Kai goes into his room to rest or whatever, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna wander the city until I find Sonia.
Great. Give me another perception check.
Plus. No, I have +4. That's actually really funny. So 16.
You travel through the rolled hills, going up and down the streets, looking around kind of cautiously because who knows what could be happening in the city. And you make it to this plaza, which typically would have like fruit stands, food stands, knick-knack stands during like the weekends and things like that. But the centerpiece to this area is a fairly large tree that gets a good amount of nutrients just from the water from the clouds. And you see Sonia kind of like hanging upside down by one of the branches, her giant pigtails just hanging below. Seems to be asleep.
Hey. Sonia? Oh, I shouldn't be saying that.
I don't even have my notebook writing this shit down right now.
You'll do it when you're editing.
Probably. Is it morning already? Like falls out of the
Little
tree
one.
and lands near you. Oh. Hello?
Hi. We've met. We've played games before.
Yeah.
Listen. Just out of curiosity, do you have a way to talk to your family, like, mentally, or how do you guys communicate when you're so far away?
A good question. I think Vimrith is the one that does a lot of the communication. She's the older of the twins.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Mom and Dad just always know where we are.
Okay. Do you talk to your older sister often?
Not really. She's kind of a Debbie Downer, and I don't like that. Doesn't have as much
think she's
energy
the
and
one-
pizzazz.
I think she's the one you told us was friends with our friend, right?
Yeah,
The dragon one?
yeah. Your little dragon buddy. I saw him before.
Yeah. Listen, I know they were friends. I don't know how long ago. I need you to do me a favor, and I'll play a game with you. If you can, talk to her, let her know that something happened with Giltesh, and he's gone, but we be remembering him in a few days if she wishes to be here. I think she was friends with him, and I think she would like that opportunity. Whenever you speak to her, and
If she shows up in one of my dreams, I'll let her know.
thank you. And I guess for that, I could play a game with you, if you do me that favor.
Since I just woke up, I don't think a race would be very fair. You could always do boulder parchment shears. Keep it nice
Sure.
and easy.
Okay.
Boner, parchment, shears.
Fuck.
You lose.
The lag is crazy.
It was quite
Was there
bad.
yeah,
that
the
was
delay
wild.
on my end, it was like, man.
It was scary.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it like when I see it, like because
It was a whole like second behind me. It was so
Yeah.
good. Because like,
And I
there's
still
no
lost,
way he
so there you
loses. 'Cause
go.
I'm sitting here waiting for him.
Gotta love Discord, man.
Dude, it's as
I
close as we
miss-
can get.
Never thought I'd say I miss Zoom, but here we go.
I don't think Zoom was better.
No.
I think there was less of a lag.
The audio was
No?
way worse on Zoom.
We should be
Fair
doing this
enough.
on Skype. What the fuck are we doing, guys?
Do do do.
We should be on TeamSpeak right
Um,
now.
And if there's nothing else that she wants, the other thing that I want to do is with Kai's permission and with the Broken Anvil's permission, I would like to use their stuff to make a great sword.
All right. Yeah, I think we could get that done. It's kind of out of our realm of expertise, per se.
Oh
to-
no, I just need I just need the forge. I can do it. I'm kind of a learned in making weapons.
That's I'll help with that then, because I was the energy source for those forged or magical items. So yeah, sure, I'll help.
Well, anything that keeps me laying down, I'll absolutely take.
Also, since you're here and I show the gems and everything, and I already rattled that off to all of them before, but this is the it's now in his face now. Maybe get with Mildred, and because we have a plan to maybe deal with our the runt that's living, the pest that's living with us. So those gems are from the fire plane and kept a portal from there to here around. So maybe we can figure out something to sever their way back here and kick them out without maybe having to kill them.
If it's not one thing, it's always another. You're always staying on your toes. Let's get it done.
But yeah, Enos, just show me where.
Thank you for letting me use your space.
I kind of just go over and you just see hands are placed there. I don't do anything flashy. I just use my one free use of burning hands and just like, all right, done, and walk away.
After the first couple days, you start to hear people in the town. Listen up, we have news, we have news. Come on, head over here, we have news. We got word from Coalfield. Hello, hello, listen, listen, come on. As a group of people start to arrive. And you see this, like, tween age, probably 11 or 12, dwarven little guy. He has a little cap on, he has this, like, a newspaper on his side. We have been hearing from sending messages that there have been mass casualties in the city of Coalfield. Hundreds dead overnight. That is all.
No one knows why?
Nope. Didn't make any sense to anybody.
Oh, Thoofer.
They were awake, and
Yeah,
then they
what was
died the next day.
Coalfield? Wasn't Coalfield?
What's in Coalfield? Raskus, Paige Turner, Andrea, Vargok. Like that was the one that you guys ran away from because you were wanted.
Yeah,
I know, but isn't one of the family members there?
Two of the family members are there. The twins are there.
the twins.
The twins.
Yeah, we.
Mhm.
Hey,
I'm sure it's unrelated.
Yeah, I know we're talking about peace, y'all, but they just said they're mass murderers, y'all. So
I'm sure it's unrelated. I'm sure it's unrelated.
I hearing this news does shoot a glance, is just like, hey, and just leaves it at that.
Would we have known that Enos told Sonia to tell the sister?
Probably not.
I'm not telling no one.
Probably not.
Mm-mm.
Enos just
Mm-mm.
Enos just dropped 4 Call of Duty nukes. That was crazy.
Ooh! Did you just poppy war these people? What the fuck?
Oh, that book is so good.
It's such a good book, but you just did it! You're not supposed to do it!
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it.
Another kid goes onto the stand. No news from Belmare. They have been radio silent for the last month. That is all.
Okay. We know that above table. We know that I was gonna say Shayla's on a boat somewhere doing whatever.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, we don't know about. Well, she's with her family, but in Belmere specifically, other than that, since it's been a minute, I can't remember at the time. There's definitely cared about NPCs there. I will be so real. I am almost saying
It's
no.
just Shayla's family.
It was just
And
Shayla's family.
Zazala
Okay.
is hunting Shayla still, probably.
So he's also on a boat currently, chasing them down or flying after them, or
That's a
may
whole
have
other
you.
situation. Yeah.
Which I don't think I know that Zazala's alive per se. I just know that I do, because you talked about after you got dropped off of the tower that you're like, yeah, that man's alive, and then he fucked off, and it was like, okay, cool. So I guess I'll add that to my list. I'll try to, just because I don't want any more problems. One day I'll try scrying on Sazala.
All right. The only other character NPC name that you know of in Belmare is Klevlena Tanzian, the oldest daughter.
Yeah. Which that was the one Giltesh was. No, that was one of the twins. My bad.
No, it was
Yeah.
the older twin.
Yeah. So
Where it happened.
yeah.
Oh.
That's why I was like, Enos was the
No.
cause of all of those people dying.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Good morning,
You-
Val.
No, I know, but I just, what if, okay, never mind. I have a theory.
Bro did not sheathe his sword. Bro killed people.
So with this
Okay,
new information, what do you guys want to do? Because you've just heard that
So-
they've killed hundreds overnight.
Yeah.
That's a little out of your price range.
Yeah. We can't. Oh my god. Okay, so they killed hundreds overnight. This is an anomaly. Because usually they've just been like minding their business and like killing. Well, we don't like killing, but not like to that extreme.
Yeah, this is probably the first time you've heard of hundreds dying at a time. You've heard nothing from Belmare, and you haven't heard
Yeah.
anything from Carleone.
Yeah. So, and when you say price range, you mean that's not a fight we can do right now, or do
Like
you just
that
mean
that number should scare you to try and go against.
for sure?
I'm trying to
Okay.
lead in what happens in the next episode.
Yeah. So we need to. Yeah. Product placement's crazy. We need to figure out what's going on in these other places. We need to have eyes on these situations, because I don't feel good that. I feel bad that hundreds of people just got wiped off of the face of the earth, but also I don't feel good that nothing has happened. I feel like nothing happening is also a little odd, a little skeptical.
If they're
be so
able to
honest.
take out over 100 people in a day, then we need to become stronger
Do
ourselves.
something. Yeah, we need to do something, and we need to have the powers to wipe. This sounds crazy, everyone, but follow me and follow my metaphor. Just like how they're able to wipe out hundreds, we need to find a way to wipe out hundreds.
Everyone in the square starts backing up from you.
No, y'all, please stop. No, like, I mean, we need to find a way to wipe out the family. The people who are doing this. I'm not saying actually I come in peace. Oh. But yeah, we need to divide and conquer. We need more numbers. We genuinely need more numbers. And
We have heard that they are killers. There are killers amongst this family, but
yeah.
to an extent like this is an anomaly, so something must have happened to trigger somebody.
Yeah. So
I mean,
don't have enough
we know the
information to
twins are
insight.
there.
Enos real quiet.
Says
Yeah,
Giltesh's
and-
ghost as he walks by.
yeah.
Is that what you say that to me, and I'm just like,
He's
oh.
been watching Enoch. He's been watching. Bro, he
Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't say that Giltesh would have solved that. So.
I mean,
For
do we
sure.
think the twin found out about Giltesh? None of us
Well,
have been able to get in touch with them, as far as I know. But
Yeah, we know that
If-
Giltesh said. Oh, sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, I don't know what kind of bond they may have had, but
I mean, it must have been something because that one Giltesh said that one of the twins was able to, send them dreams and is like aware of them. So they probably just felt that that line wasn't there anymore. That's what I assume. Enos, I'm
Yeah.
giving you. Bitch, I'm giving you a good way out, bitch.
The thing that
Great
interests
assumption.
me...
I agree with that.
I bet you do, huh?
Man, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Great.
I'm sweating up here in this 30-degree weather. It's wild.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, you look at the weather out here. I'm sweating. But it is interesting because we don't know what any of their capabilities are. We've barely even seen what the one here can do, per se.
Yeah.
So if they have that
And-
capability, then that's a whole different ball game that we're going into.
did they?
I feel like the moment
Hide?
we're. Did you say you hide from them?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm confused. Like, what? These people just died. Like that's what they're saying. Like,
That's what my understanding is they just didn't wake up.
didn't wake up.
As a medical professional, if you don't really wake
Yeah,
up, that kind of means you're dead, Enos.
Well,
Yeah.
but, okay, so we just saw some weird things in the fire plane. Could they be using their souls for something? If there was no like wound, no kill. They're just draining their energy,
Maybe
I mean,
trying to bring Giltesh back in some rude way if she found out about it.
maybe I don't know. I don't know. I could.
it could have just been a power surge. I mean, we
It could
saw
be.
how Kai was when you saw Giltesh. You didn't want to unleash your power because you've seen what happens when your emotions get loose with
Yeah.
how strong we are now.
Maybe this
Maybe-
child hit puberty or something. I don't know.
An emotional
Maybe.
outburst.
We need more information. Maybe I can try scrying on them. I don't think I've tried before, but also I don't know them, so it's gonna be a lot harder. So
Seen him?
I've seen them. Well, I haven't seen the twin. I don't know.
We saw all of them
But-
in the projection when they
Oh,
first
in the
came.
projection in the sky, yes. So, other than that,
And Enos,
Um,
another thing that's sticking out about what you have just said, with like the whole
Yeah.
soul thing, is like, yes, they might not wake up, but there are many ways to kill someone. Just because I don't stab you doesn't mean you don't die. It could easily just be a brain thing, potentially.
Maybe they're just trapped in their sleep.
Because there,
I mean,
there
if
are
she can
spells
speak
that
to
put
people in
people
their
into
dreams.
stasis.
Well, I don't know. It's just thought we don't know what their abilities are. So I've seen some weird things. Okay, I was just spitballing here.
Well, any
Elaborate.
two people could smother 200 people to death in their sleep.
Maybe
to be
one of
pretty
us should
fast.
go to Coalfield to check it out.
Don't you already have a scout there?
Oh, yeah, that's a scry. That's 100% a scry to see how Raskus is doing. Because we knew he was over there. Yeah, I don't care about the family right now. We got to see if our boy's in danger.
Are you casting Scry? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I am.
Seemed like
That's
such a blanket statement. I was like, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, no, I'm casting a scry for sure on that. It was, oh, we should check on the family. Psych, we're checking on Raskus right now.
Raskus, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm pulling up that character sheet.
Raskus
Gotta
is
blow
here
the
with
dust
us?
off that character sheet.
Yeah.
My DC is.
Oh shit! I have advantage.
Okay.
And I have a +8. Yeah,
Oh,
you ain't
God.
seeing me, bitch.
Yeah, you
Okay.
Choose to
Whoa.
fail, right?
He doesn't
If
know
you
that it's
need it.
happening, though.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know who this is.
Someone's knocking
Oh.
at my door. No.
Oh, the
Okay.
fiction.
Who it
The
is.
fiction of it, though.
Okay, so I have advantage. First one was a 2.
Great.
okay.
Second one was a 3.
Magnificent.
Word. That's not being a
Total.
19.
Oh yeah, that's
not being a
crazy.
19.
The dice
I
tell their
cast
story, man.
dispel magic.
On what?
I cast Hit to the Gritty at 9th level.
Yeah, yay, ready for that.
All right. Kai, there's gonna be a sad scene again.
Oh god.
You set up your ritual.
yourself.
I don't know if are you gonna do it in your house or literally right where you're sitting in the middle of the square.
Honestly, in the middle of the square, it's that urgent. You see Kai just with this new power surge, actually, sure. You see that instead of just like, oh, it's the lightning bugs or whatever, it's literally Kai just reaching his hands in front of him and pulling to make a mirror exist in this space, ripping space apart.
Yeah, you look through the mirrors. You go flying past the clouds. You go over the giant ocean. You can kind of see Carleone off to the side, but it's all kind of blurry. And you
Yeah.
you land back in a familiar city that you've at least been there before.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
Yeah, I've
if
been
winter
there.
was that section.
Partly, but not
Yeah,
all the
but
time.
you would have passed through there as Kai. It's fine. You go kind of into the middle of the city. You go through a window, and you see this large room. But you're focused on little man standing at a war table. And across from him, you see a youngish-looking woman who you had met once before, covered in freckles, red hair, but the scar across her eye is no longer makeup. You see Paige Turner at the other end of this table.
Yup.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? It couldn't have been Cairo. It couldn't have been.
Mm.
He likes to watch them suffer. She was on our side. How? How does this happen? How does this happen? Anything from Raskus?
I don't fucking know.
You
just
know,
hear that.
you really fucked up this situation bad.
Raskus would be like, well, whatever it was definitely not out of the ordinary. We should really be on watch.
Have you been able to check in with your friends recently? Do you know what they're doing? Because if there are only hopes at this point, as you think that they might be, then they're not ready for this. Dun, dun, dun,
only
dun, dun,
checked-
dun, dun.
Yeah, I've only checked in on them once, but I'm trying to give them space. Talked about potentially going back to Kai's home, so it could still be there.
If they're in Terragorn, they're with the youngest, which means they're probably in the safest of all the capitals at this point. I thought we were going to be safe.
I thought so too.
The twin was fighting the other twin. At least she was pretending to. She was a healer.
Guess something happened.
And then she just starts weeping because for Raskus, her Paige's father, Arthur Turner, did not wake up.
With Raskus being at that location, is there any way to like? Because everyone keeps specifically saying doesn't wake up. Like, is there a thing of like they're still breathing, or like
No.
there's like a heartbeat? Okay, so they're just dead.
There's no breathing. There's
Okay.
no heartbeat.
And Raskus, I guess, whenever she says that, and she just kind of starts breaking down, Raskus might go over there and comfort her, and just try to do what she can, do what he can to help her through this moment.
I'm gonna kill them. I'll do it.
Well, I don't. Maybe one day, but right now we just need to try to survive.
Like, she's just full on tears. And that is where we're going to
Raskus
end.
just
Up to the sky. Whoa!
yeah, as it pans.
I regret nothing.
You should regret it.
Nothing. I regret nothing.
I thought I was gonna have the biggest fuck up
did
this
this.
episode.
I regret nothing.
You did this.
Yes, I did.
So that will end episode 83. The future of Telione. We are going to go into 2 little mini-series following Enos and Wayland to figure out how they get their new evolution, similar to how Kai has the Allflame evolution and Eleonora has the Blessings of the Celestial Gate evolution. We will go and find what they're up to next time. I believe we're going to be following Enos first for the climb of the Blood Mountain. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. Hit level 13. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's wild.